Hey y'all, it's the Minted Caliber here. This is going to be my first impressions of the Xbox One S 1TB Gears of War 4 bundle. And let's go ahead and start off with the console because this is going to take a while explaining the console for the most part. So, one thing that I notice and I really like about the Xbox One S is the fact that it has physical buttons and not that capacitive touch bullshit. A lot of people actually kind of hate the capacitive touch because it's kind of wonky at times, and any slight little brush against it, doesn't matter what it is. It could be a piece of clothing, it could be your fucking leg, it'll turn it off. And you could like just have your feet propped up and you accidentally brush the button and you're like on a fucking 42 kill streak on Battlefield 4, and like you turn off your Xbox and you're like, why? So yeah, they added in physical buttons and I like that. And another thing I like about it is the fact that it is slim and sleek. It's much smaller than the original Xbox One. Just by looking at it, you can tell it's much smaller. It's a lot lighter. It's not as bulky. It kind of reminds me of a Blu-ray player. I actually had a Blu-ray player about that size. And my grandfather also has a Blu-ray player the same size, Vizio Blu-ray player. And the Xbox, actually, no. His Blu-ray player is much bigger than the Xbox One S, which I think is quite crazy. But I don't know, it's really small. Like, I have all three of my controllers on the Xbox One S right now, and yeah, it's about the size of 4 fucking controllers, believe it or not. That's crazy. That's really fucking tiny. On the original Xbox One, I could fit 2 of my Xbox One controllers, 2 of my PlayStation controllers, and 2 of my Xbox 360 controllers. That tells you how big that mother lover is. Alright, so another thing I like about it is it does 4K. Let's talk about that real quick. Alright, so the 4K that's coming out of Xbox One is not true 4K. It is 2160. It's just basically a updated version or refined version of 1080p. Nonetheless, it looks amazing. I'm actually looking at it right now, and I have it paused on this like one thing where it's like grass and like moss and everything, and it looks amazing. It's really clear, and when you pair it with a smart TV that actually has a or any 4K TV for that matter that actually has a picture setting where you can actually choose between like different modes. You can choose from movie, computer, vivid. If you put in the vivid mode, the colors, they're deep, they're rich, they're bright. It's not overly bright where it's in your face, but you can tell there's like depth there. The blacks look amazing. And I know a lot of people say that the LED TVs don't really get good blacks, but I kind of find that to be bullshit because I love the blacks that come off of LED TVs. But yes, that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're planning on buying an Xbox One S, don't expect it to be true 4K. If it says 2160, that's its actual native resolution, or that it can output at or stream in. So just keep that in mind, guys. Alright, so I love the fact that there's no Kinect port. They pretty much eliminated the Kinect for the most part. Other than you can buy an adapter for the Kinect, but why would you? We have Cortana now, and Cortana works with headsets, so there's that. There's really no need to buy a Kinect at this point. And I see newcomers on Xbox all the time that have a fucking Kinect, and I'm like, really? Fucking really? Like, if you buy a brand new Xbox One that has the controller that sort of looks like this, see a little hole right there? 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, stereo headphone jack, with the it takes the 3-pronged. Let me get my Turtle Beaches here so I can show you. So this is the plug it takes, these little 3-ring plugs, and this 3rd ring up here, a lot of people don't know this, but that's actually for your microphone. So yeah, but I actually don't use those for the Xbox One S because to be honest, they fucking suck. They really do. I bought them pre-owned. I should have never bought them pre-owned. I should have just waited and bought them brand new, but I didn't. But what I have been using are these $4 earbuds, which sound a hell of a lot better, and I actually get stereo through these, like the actual voice chat, and I also get the actual sound. Or like, say if I'm watching a video, I can listen to it through headphones without disturbing everybody in the house. So yeah. Alright, so let's talk about the controllers between the Xbox One and the Xbox One S. So, can you tell any difference? If you look harder, you probably can. I'll explain it to you. This right here is like from here to here. That's not one piece. This is a totally separate piece right here. This is your outer shell, and this actually just pulls apart from this right here. Now on the Xbox One S controller, it is completely one piece. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but you see the contours and everything. It just looks amazing. Now one thing I have noticed about the home buttons on the two controllers is this one is a little bit more raised up, as well as it's not really necessarily flat too much. It does like have a slight little dome to it. But one thing I noticed that really aggravated me since I held this controller is this right here, the X. It is recessed to hell. I can actually get my nail to grab on it a little bit. It is slick, but it's there. You can feel it. And on the Xbox One S controller, it is slightly more recessed for the most part. And it doesn't have that necessarily recess on the X here. Let's see if I can show you this. It's probably not going to be able to see it on camera. Nah, you're not. Wait, it might be able to. Yeah, you see how it's raised up there a little bit? Oh, look at this one. It's pretty much almost flat or flush with the whole controller, which is amazing. Now one thing I have noticed, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but you see the home and the select button? They're a little bit recessed there. And if you look at it on this one, they're a little bit more raised up. Why is that? I don't know. But I kind of like that, because when you're sitting here trying to play Battlefield, sometimes you can actually just go over a little bit too far, or sometimes it'll just graze over. But with this, you're playing it, and like you go to pause the game, guess what? You can just slide your finger right over that. I think that's pretty cool. Same with the select button. You can slide your finger over that. So the height actually helps out with these two buttons right here. This not necessary. The height on this is not necessary at all. Pretty much everything else for the controllers are pretty much the same, other than notice something different, and I already pointed this out in the beginning of the video. Yes, this one actually has the 3.5mm stereo jack for the mic. Or how would you say that? It's 3.5mm, but it has that extra ring for the mic, so it allows you to talk. So that's the only difference, other than this actually has a text string on the back of it. It's really grippy for the most part. It doesn't feel like it's going to slide out of your hands. It doesn't feel like it's going to get slick. I don't know if you can hear that. So yeah, that's a really big benefit to me. And the overall aesthetics of the controller, it's amazing. It's like this gloss black going around. You got black thumbsticks, black D-pad, black buttons right here, black lettering, or black right here on the actual buttons itself, and then everything pretty much black, and then the shell is white, so it's got that whole piano feel to it. I think that's pretty cool. I really do. Alright, so is there anything else different about the controllers? No. They take the same batteries, take the same charger, obviously. If you have the proprietary connector for the headset, it takes that as well. I don't know why you would use that, considering you have this, the 3.5mm stereo jack, or stereo headphone jack. And yeah. So, I don't know if I did this already, but I use these instead of my Turtle Beaches because these sound phenomenal, even for $4. And I can actually hear my friends. But the Xbox One S supports optical audio or digital audio, whichever you want to call it. It supports HDMI. It supports audio out. It obviously still supports being able to watch your cable through your actual Xbox One itself and onto your TV, so you can use your Xbox One as basically a media source, which I think is pretty cool. That's what a lot of people said that the Xbox One was actually originally designed for, was like to be a media center. Although I've had pretty good experience with gaming. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to go follow my other channel. I was trying to think of what else I was going to say there. Don't forget to go follow my other channel or subscribe to my other channel. It is Super Cobra Vapor. This is Demented Caliber signing out.